What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 99 of Game Over Game On. Game Over Game On is a comedy podcast focused on video games, geek culture, and all things awesome. And I'm one of your hosts, Graham McClure.
And I'm the other host, Jake Lay.
And you're probably wondering, what the little housekeeping, I guess. Let's Play, and for listeners out there, you can get 20% off your tickets using the code GOGO on checkout. So there's that. Going to be doing that. I'll be there. Jake,
I'm trying.
He's trying to get there. But we're going to do that, and I might maybe recruit. I have someone in mind. So, and then Justin probably going to be there. We're doing a panel, and I have a wedding to go to also. So
you could probably even throw in a live stream from your phone.
Busy day. Yeah, no, we'll try. I'm going to try to figure out something. But that's it. Also, you'd be maybe wondering, it's been like 2-3 weeks, maybe a month.
Where you
been? Well, I was at the hospital, but I had my son was born. So the last episode that went up, or 98, I was talking about it's close, it's going to happen, and then like 4 days later he was born. So
it happened.
So that's what we're going to do, and that's the housekeeping. So if and we're on podcast services around the globe, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, all that good stuff, all the big three. RSS feed is podbean.com/gameovergameon/feed. We have an email if you want to send questions, topics, comments, whatever. What's up, gogocast@gmail.com. And you can always check us out, subscribe to us, like us, hit that motherfucking like button, and stuff on YouTube under the Go-Go Show.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all the housekeeping, everything. And if this is first time joining, first time listening, first time doing whatever you do, thank you so very much. We greatly appreciate any and all looking, lurking, touching, squeezing,
lurking.
We always start this out with what we've been playing, doing, touching, feeling, squeezing.
There it is.
Yeah,
There
we'll get back in the rhythm. We're a little rusty, just a wee bit. So
Been a minute.
yeah, it's been a little bit.
Man.
Yeah, it's been.
There's a bit.
You've been playing more. I've just been playing practically one singular thing. And
I've been playing one thing.
Yeah. Well, you checked out Cuphead. I know that. So
I checked out Cuphead like last night, and it's
hard. Very difficult.
It's very hard, but it's very, very cool. I knew the art style would be awesome, and the music is perfect. It sounds like a 1950s cartoon.
I'm glad they fixed things, because everyone had worries and stuff when they in development. It's had a 5-year development cycle, being made by like five guys, five dudes, three dudes. I'm not being, I'm not saying dudes because they're guy or they're male. I'm just saying dudes is just general term for persons. Yeah,
human.
Yeah. So yeah, 5-year development cycle, and it used to be a boss rush game, just strictly bosses, and then
that's what it is.
Yeah, but they've kind of changed it a little bit. They have the overworld, and you have a few levels right before you do a boss.
No, there's no level. Like, you can walk to a boss.
Okay.
So there's a boss, and then there's a run and gun levels that you have that's the only way you can collect coins, or you can go to shops and purchase charms and stuff to make your character stronger, do different things. Fun fact, there are no health pickups.
Yeah, you get 3 lives, yeah. But you have infinite. You have 3 health, but you have infinite lives. As soon as you die, you just go back to the overworld.
No, you don't. You just start right back at the boss fight. Like, you started over.
Okay.
But fuck, if you're like this close to winning, which I was like yesterday, you watch the stream if you want. It gets frustrating. Maverick Hunter Jake, I stopped at the dragon because he was so fucking angry. I was so mad because you fight him. And you have to. It's a moving level. You have to jump on clouds. Like, there's no solid platform. He's shooting shit at you. And then, like, halfway through it, he goes off screen, and then he's coming the other way. So then you have to, like,
jump back to the one side, and then...
No, you have to go backwards. So you're trying to stay on platforms, turn around, and shoot him. And he, like...
That sounds awful.
He, like, drops down, and he's at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. He puts his tongue out, and, like, marching band... things of fireballs walk out like brum, 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 brum. And if you get too close, they're like, wah, and they jump up at you. And if you get through that, I was like, please, just let me get through this. This has to be it. No. Because then you shoot him and he's like, "Rah!" And then everything gets like dark and stormy and you're on storm clouds and he grows 3 heads and he's like shooting fireballs and one of the heads turns into a flamethrower. I was like, fuck this shit. It's like, I just set it down like I'm done. And the one before that was bad too. It's like this.
The first boss is the sunflower, right?
First boss, you can choose.
Yeah,
but first one I fought was the garden patch.
Yeah, the flower and stuff. Yeah.
No, it was what was it? It's a vegetable.
A zucchini, a squash, a cucumber, just phallic objects.
Popsicle, hot dog. I'm so hungry.
Subway sandwich.
Subway.
Penis.
It was a penis. It's a penis.
No, that is the fat. No, I'm trying to think of objects that look like a penis without saying penis.
Anyone else sweaty? Fuck.
Not Jackie Chan.
Well, it's something, and then you fight an onion, and then you fight a giant carrot who has a third eye and telekinetic powers.
It sounds awesome. Sounds so cool.
There's actually like a fun shmup boss in the first world map. I beat the first world map, so I was on the second one, and they're harder. But
each boss has 6 phases.
It depends.
I think it's like 6 phases. Then they have a different mode in there. Like it's an easy mode, but it's not easy.
I didn't do it simple.
It makes the bosses only have 3 phases.
I didn't
instead of like 6.
I didn't do simple on any of them. I just did regular.
Yeah,
fucking hard.
Yeah,
and there's I beat the onion, carrot, and I forget what the other one is. And then there's the 2 frogs.
A potato.
It might be a potato. And then there's 2 frogs with boxing gloves, and they're like, bah. And then they one of them eats the other one, and they turn into a giant slot machine, and you have to fight that. And it shoots
spitting coins and
stuff.
Like
the arm comes down, and it'll spit coins, and it'll just keep doing it, and you can't hurt it until you jump up and you smack the arm, and it goes up, and then it selects whatever's going to come out of the mouth, and when that happens, then you can shoot it.
That is,
and it's 3 different variances. If it's like I got all of them.
All different ones, or the same.
The final time I beat it, I kept getting the same 3,
okay,
which is the easiest to dodge. It's like 3 bullheads, and like these discs come out with the bullhead, and it's like a little flame on the top or the bottom. And if it's on like whatever direction, like it shoots a beam of fire, so you can either duck or jump over. That was the easiest to dodge, because the other one was like...
Is there if you get like a 3 combination of like bullhead fire and like ice, and it's just dumb?
I didn't get any of that. I got lucky, I think.
I've seen the people play the game. I haven't played it. I'd have to buy an Xbox controller for my computer.
And that sunflower is pretty tough. And
I love the art style and the animation.
Baroness von Bonbon. That was the chick in the candy, like the sugar candy world. Fuck that bitch. She was hard, because it's like 3 phases of bosses come out of like this candy castle that she's sitting in, and then she gets all pissed off. She grabs each corner of the candy castle's head, and it turns into a big monster and starts walking at you. And then she takes her head off and starts throwing it at you. So you're on a platform, and the castle's walking at you, and you have to like dodge her head and the castle spitting shit, and you have to keep shooting her or it's not going to stop.
Wow.
I was like, this is garbage!
That is... Wow.
I'll show you. Whenever we're done, I'll show you like the very end of that.
That's... Oh, God. That sounds fun.
And then the Zeppelin one was cool, though, because it reminded me of like a shmup. Like you're a
airplane?
You're a plane, and you have to... That was fun. It's a good game. It's just difficult.
Like super difficult.
If you like being challenged with a tasty platforming.
Yeah.
Controls are really tight.
It better be.
If you play on PC like I did, you better bring a controller, because there's no way you're keyboarding that shit.
Yeah, someone... I was at some Facebook group I'm part of, and someone's like, is anybody else having problems with the layout on the keyboard? And everyone's like, dude, just use a controller. And they're like, Yeah, that'd probably help. That would definitely help.
Everyone's like, why are you using a keyboard?
Yeah, why are you using WASD? No, that sounds awful.
Can you imagine Mega Man with WASD? One thing that did help me, Mega Man X fans out there, change your dash to, is it B?
Yeah, a lot of people change theirs to the common setup when you can change it. Was what's fire is R. They changed the dash to like bump, right bump, and then something to left bump, and then another thing for the super for like left trigger.
I'm more comfortable keeping it Mega Man controls. So like that's my shoot, that's my dash, that's my jump, that's my super.
Yeah.
Yeah. That works for me. Because Mega Man's my favorite.
Speaking of Mega Man, a lot of people probably got that SNES Classic. I didn't. I'm just saying. They ship tons, like lots of them, hundreds to each store, and just I'm not like
they're all gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on eBay and buy one for $8,000, like I talked about in the last episode.
No.
Then Jake made every rich child on the planet feel terrible for being rich. Yeah,
fuck you.
Yeah. So, other than that,
he's just jealous. Goddamn right I am.
I've watched probably anime. I don't remember. My Hero Academia is over. Season 2's over. Food Wars Season 3 though is coming, and I'm stoked for that.
You do need to watch it's a Netflix exclusive show called Big Mouth.
Yeah, I watched some of it. Like I watched the first 5 minutes of it, and then my internet shit the bed, and I just couldn't. I stopped when he was just like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then it's the puberty monster. He's like, yeah. I was like, just hold on, I'm coming. He's like, yeah, you will be. You will be.
Puberty monster makes that show.
It's Nick Kroll, and I can't...
Nick Kroll, and I can't ever remember his name, but the guy who plays Rafi from the league.
Those two guys, yeah.
And there's some more people. But
Maya Rudolph's in it. Yeah, there's a...
Later on, there's a female hormone monster, and Maya Rudolph plays that one, and she's funny as shit. She's like, you smell really good. It's like, because all I do is take bubble baths.
Yeah. Other than that, American Vandal, if you haven't watched that, check that out. It is incredible.
It's really silly and awesome.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Like, it's so good, and it has no reason to be that good. Like, at all.
It's because it's actually shot well.
It's shot well. It's like the good documentary style, like
it seems real
interview and stuff. Yeah, and it's not, but it is.
By the end of it, like by halfway through it, you're like,
"Who drew the dicks?
Who drew the dicks, man?"
Yeah. Hashtag Who drew the dicks. When it dropped, I was on Facebook and Twitter and stuff, and then just there's tons of hashtags of hashtag Who drew the dicks. I was just like, "This is great. This is
fantastic."
Awesome. There's been a lot. I don't know. It's been 3 weeks or so since we recorded. It's just been a lot going on. Plus, been working and dadding it up and played a lot of Destiny. Lots of Destiny too.
And you all will be happy to know me too.
Yeah. I want to get into that a little bit since we've talked about it and you've told me, but you haven't told the listeners, the watchers, the viewers, whatever you want to call them, that you didn't like D1, but I think both of us kind of came to the conclusion that the reason why we didn't like it because you came in so late that you just really didn't have the time to invest in it, and you didn't want to play catch up, which is understandable.
Yeah, I mean the game had been out like a year and a half.
Yeah,
when I tried to play it.
Yeah,
and when I did try to play it, I played with a friend who basically just pulled me through it.
Like, yeah, it's Cody, right? Yeah.
Not with you, because like you were like, "You're going so fast," because you joined the party. You're like, "Why do we keep running so everywhere?" You're like, "Why do we keep running?" Like,
yeah. There's no. I
mean, like, because I had never played. I don't know how the game works. I don't know anything about it, and I don't understand anything. And I'm just getting ran through it, and I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not having fun.
That's why when I would make new characters, or I'd get bored playing my main, I would make a new character, and I'd run through the story, and I could beat the whole main vanilla story in like 8 hours, but I would do it by myself. I wouldn't bring anyone else into it because it's
boring.
Yeah,
and I was just like, man, I'm not having any fun. I don't like this game.
Like right now, I'm leveling up a second character. I'm level 14 or 13. Warlock and D2, and I was just like, because I've hit, like, I can do my weeklies, my challenges and stuff, and the only thing I have to do now is the raid. That's the only thing.
Yeah, same.
So I made a new character and I edited the audio of 98 while I was playing just the character, and it was skipping all the cutscenes and stuff. I'm like, I've already seen this. It's super fresh in my mind. I don't need to recap this. So I'm just trying to go hit level 20 so I can start doing all the end stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I never played as a Warlock, and I'm curious to how they play. I like their supers and stuff.
I think if I do, I'm going to make a hunter.
I have a hunter also. I'm going to try to get that trophy too, because that's another reason why I want to get those 3 trophies, and then the only trophy I have to do is Nightfall or the raid.
Nightfall and Prestige.
Prestige or the raid, yeah. And that's it.
So just the raid. There's no other version of the raid?
Yeah, just raid. You have to do the raid or Nightfall and Prestige. Since we got the Agents of the Nine trophy a couple days ago, before we were recording, so.
Yeah.
Once it's platinum, and I might just probably, and then I'll have my 3 characters at level 20 and stuff, and I might just set it down and play something else till the next DLC comes out, or within like a month or so of the new DLC, which comes out in winter. So it's probably around October, probably in a month, or mid-December or early January is when the first DLC expansion is going to drop.
Mm.
So then I'll, they'll probably up the light level to 400, because I think the actual hard cap, the soft cap they say is about 260 or something. You can get up to 350. Because I've seen red weapons.
Goddamn, I'm at 287.
I'm at 284 or 5, 2-1. I mean, it's just
I fluctuate depending on what I want to use.
All my stuff that drops at like 170. Mine drops at 177, 176. Like my legendaries. No, my legendaries do. At once is 176.
277?
Yeah, 277. 276, 77, stuff like that.
Yeah,
my exotics drop at like 286 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what's dropping for me now. It's like it's plateauing really hard.
Yeah. The cap is 305. Like a lot of people haven't got past that. But you can actually find stuff up to 350.
Damn.
Because
the highest I've seen is 305.
Yeah. You can find weapons. I think the raid stuff's 350. If you're at 305, they can drop at 350 and stuff.
I've heard it's just a shotgun.
What?
The weapon for the raid.
Oh, yeah. No, for the quest, yeah. It's a slug shotgun. You get one shot and it destroys everything, apparently.
Yeah, but
I want it just to have it.
I want it to have it, but
I want to beat the raid. I never got to complete a raid, so I played through some of it, and I've had someone run me Sherpa through Crota and Vault of Glass, and I was like, but I want to play it when it's new and not everyone knows what to do. And
we beat the Nightfall last night again.
Yes, yeah. When I talked to Aaron and Andrew, our other clanmates, yeah. So,
but it's fun.
That Nightfall's good. That's a good Nightfall. It's fun.
We had like a minute left. I was like, damn.
I want to get that Rat King
Never
so
get
bad.
Never gonna get the Rat King.
It took my sister's boyfriend. It took him like 8 tries in a row just to try to get it.
But I'm having fun. I enjoy the game a lot.
It's good. It has a story. Other than them adding a story that's not, it's cool, but it's not deep or anything. It's cool. It's more than what Vanilla had. And it's very similar to the Taken Kings kind of like thing, and I like what they did. It's just Destiny 1, but better.
I'm having
and
fun
more
with
the same. And
having fun with the Crucible.
Yeah.
More fun than current Overwatch.
I've always liked Crucible. I can't wait for Iron Banner, baby. Oh God, yes.
That'll be the only reason you keep playing the game, I think, is Crucible. After you've capped everything.
Yeah.
Like, Crucible, you're gonna get hammered and just be like, Crucible.
Yeah, once I get probably trophies and stuff, I like Crucible.
I feel like we should try out World War II Call of Duty.
I don't know.
I don't know. I hear it's really, really good.
I know it's coming out. Mario Odyssey comes out the end of this month, the 27th. And I'm going to get it. Another thing I've been playing is Mario and Rabbids. So, Kingdom Battle.
Is that good?
I got it. It's cool. It plays like XCOM. It's an RTS. It's dope. It's hard.
Is it?
Yeah. And that's what I've been doing, playing, touching, feeling, squeezing.
And that's really it too, man. I'm just investing all the time I have into Destiny.
Yeah, when I can, and editing, and that's the reason why things have been a little late too. Like the audio has been very late. One, because I wanted to record, and then two, I'm like, I've been talking with them with headphones and stuff. Bought a new headset. That's nice. It's great.
I like it.
Yeah. I haven't had any complaints about sound wise or anything, so I guess everything's good. Yeah, it's the Sony Platinum headset, wireless, everything. Go if you want a headset. It's good. I paid 100. Usually you can catch them on sale sometimes on Amazon for around 130, 140, but I paid full price for them because I didn't want to wait a couple of days to ship. So, yep. And we're gonna take a break. 1 second, and we'll be back with our topic. We're going to talk about the 101 video games you should play before you grow up. It's a book. I've not read the book. Kotaku did an article breaking it down. So we're going to take a break, come back. Okay, guys, we're back. Had a nice little break. And we're going to get into our topic of 101 games you should play before you grow up. So when I first read the article, I think, like I said, it's Kotaku. I thought it was like, games that... It's a book. I haven't read it. I'm going to get it, probably. It seems interesting. But I just have the table of contents. We're going to talk about a few of these lovely gems.
I wonder how they do that. Because the book just...
It just breaks it down by genre.
I was going to say, is it a synopsis of each game, or is it like the reason why you should play that game?
Probably.
Per chapter.
I mean, I understand why the number one, the very first chapter is Super Mario Brothers, of course.
Super Mario.
Yeah.
It's Mario.
Yeah. And then the next one's Yoshi on... That's the NES, right? Yeah. But...
No, Yoshi was never on any NES stuff. He was on the Super NES.
Okay, yeah.
I still wouldn't call that like a have to.
I mean, those are some good standouts.
I would put it as number 2.
You got basically the one of the godfathers of modern video games with Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, I see. I see the reason for Mario. I don't see a reason for the Yoshi game being so high, but I understand why it's there.
But these are first I guess parts. These are just done by platform. So we got Yoshi, Donkey Kong Country, which is a good game. The reason why we're doing this because Jake's a dad, I'm a new dad also. So that's the reason why I just kind
of I don't know, get it all churning again. It's like.
Yeah.
What would you let your kid play?
Yeah, I mean...
with some staple games, like if you ever want to get into video games, this is what you should try. You're not going to drop your kid into like XCOM.
No.
I mean, you're 6. Enjoy.
Roxas, he's there to that age where he wants to play games.
I built you this $1,000 personal computer. I want you to get into first-person shooters. You're going to be Quake Champion 2022.
But I mean... oh God, I thought about that. I was thinking mulling stuff over in my head, but that's just my brain working stuff. It just doesn't.
You're not allowed
to
drink at championships.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't be able to do good.
Yeah, they're like, where'd Jake go? Oh, he had to go to the bathroom. You walk out and you're just like Rick from Rick and Morty. You just got drool and
tie is kind of undone because you have to be formal or whatever. You just like sit down like. Let's fucking do this.
So when the guy next to you is like, man, you
smell
reek.
like an open beer. I'm like, I am one. Really? Because I spilt a few on me in the bathroom. Duh.
Yeah. Not only do I drink it, I bathe in it.
Dude, you're doing it way better. What happened in that bathroom?
Roxas he's 3, my first son, and he's at this age where he wants to play games. Like he wants to play games with me and stuff, and he'll be like, Daddy, you want to play a game? And he'll play. He'll want to plays Mario Kart. Tries to. Doesn't do very good. He's not old enough to really comprehend the whole, like, I guess you got a thumbstick like forward and A and
that's the only reason I can actually legitimately see for me buying the SNES Classic would be for Eden.
Yeah. I thought about it. I mean, Rox could play regular Mario.
Not for $8 grand.
No. You'll be able to find them. You can find NES classics now. They're out there floating. Reggie released more.
I've had my fun. Like I said on the previous episode, I've had my fun with those games. I don't really care to buy that, to relive that, because I already did.
Yeah.
My childhood's great. But, maybe that'd be some good entries easy
for kids,
easy mechanics to learn.
I have Super Mario. I have a Super Nintendo like in my house. I just got to hook it up, and I just haven't gone through the motions of doing that.
And video games don't destroy your brain. If you ever hear that,
no,
they really heighten.
I'd say
motion
they help
controls.
Yeah, my hand-eye coordination,
problem solving.
Yeah,
I'm fine. I just have crippling depression. That's something different. That's not even.
Yeah, drinking doesn't help that at all.
It does for like a good hour and a half. We call that the twilight swing.
Yeah,
and then after that, it's just darkness.
yeah. Just darkness because I can't. So drunk can't see, and then just depression.
Mm.
Yeah,
and then Charlie Murphy,
Charles Schwab.
So.
Just a few of these keys in the platformer. You got Kirby, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro. All these are like kiddish looking games, which is understandable. And if you are going to start a kid out, a platformer is probably a good kind of point to start a kid out with. That. I mean, in my opinion, I think one of the very first. I think I've talked about it tons. I played Pac-Man on the Atari.
Pac-Man
on the Atari, and
you seen that video of that guy who's obsessed with Pac-Man?
No,
it's like Pac-Man. He like drives by people with a fucking bullhorn, or like he's just like out the window like Pac-Man. He's like, I'm just trying to spread the word of Pac-Man.
Wow. So I mean, it's just platformers. I think is a good way to start.
Mm-hmm.
You have Banjo-Kazooie, Klonoa, Kid Icarus, Ratchet and Clank, Sly, Jak and Daxter, Little Big Planet. Which that's a Little Big Planet's a really good one, I think, because it's simplistic. You can't really die. I mean, you have. It's a good one, I think. I mean, if a single game, a modern-ish game, Little Big Planet would be a good one to start out with.
Yeah, you feel like even for the creative stuff.
Yeah. To do the whole, I will. No matter how much Roxas, if he ever wants to play Minecraft, he will not play Minecraft. He won't. He will not. If he wants to play Minecraft, he can go spend his own fucking money. Buy a Switch, a computer, iPad, every
PS4,
a PS4,
Xbox,
every electronic device known to man.
Phone.
Yeah, he's not.
Minecraft's everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. I will not download it for him. I won't. He can, if he wants to play with Legos, he can play with Legos.
I didn't play Minecraft till I was like 23 years old.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I was like, I don't see the big deal.
So we have Tearaway, Mega Man X, which I understand.
Mega Man's,
as games like to grow up, like to understand gaming now, kind of thing. If that's the way the book goes, but as a child, nah. I mean,
I was a child.
Yeah, but what, around 8, 9?
Yeah,
I'd say 5 and under. You ain't
maybe. I don't know. I was early into Mega Man. When did Mega Man X come out? Because that's the year I played it. I'll look that up.
92, 3? I'm going to guess 94, but just off the cuff.
I'm curious now.
So, you have Rayman Sonic. Roxas has played Sonic on the Switch. He likes it. Sonic Mania. He likes it. It's fun. Then we go into action adventures. You got Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Cave Story, Journey, Okami, Bomberman, Guacamelee, Lego Dimensions, Ape Escape. Oh, God, yes, Ape Escape. When are they going to redo that one? Luigi's Mansion, Splatoon. Yeah, Splatoon's definitely a kid's.
I was 5. Came out in 93.
But did you beat it, though, at a 5-year-old? Well, all right.
Why do you think I'm so good at Mega Man style games now? It's all I played.
I don't know. I had a Super Nintendo, but I had really terrible games.
Dude, I had like 3 pages because I don't know. I had like a good amount of like that passwords written down. That's old.
Yeah.
So you're just like, don't lose your progress.
Luigi's Mansion, Splatoon, The Last Guardian, which...
And what's these for?
This is the action adventure games.
Action adventure.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Minecraft, Monkey Island, and Star Fox. Then we go to sports and fighting.
Monkey Island's fun as shit.
Yeah. Sports and fighting. We got Mario Kart, Punch-Out, F-Zero. Let's see. How many of these games are not Nintendo games?
Punch-Out is awesome.
Super Punch-Out.
Super Punch-Out is
on that. Yeah. Isn't that on that?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You sound like Young Hummer.
Yeah.
Girl.
Hey,
Young Hummer.
get Swifty. Gonna get Swifty in here. So we got F-Zero, Mario Sports, Wii Sports, Super Smash Brothers, Street Fighter, Ollie Ollie, Forza, FIFA, NBA 2K.
I think Street Fighter would be a staple you need to play at least once in your life.
Yeah.
Old Street Fighter.
Agreed.
Street Fighter 2, actually. Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter Alpha 2?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, Alpha 2.
Alpha 2.
Street Fighter Alpha 2 Ultra Remix.
Well, Alpha 2 is really good. It's the same game. It's just more characters.
Yeah.
So Alpha 2 and, of course, Smash Bros.
Oh, yeah.
Any version you can get. The mechanics are the same. The graphics are better.
FIFA, Rocket League. Rocket League I can see as either playing a kid as to appreciate games or to expose a child to games.
Yeah, it's fun. It's harmless.
Yeah, just don't wear a headset. Don't have a lot. Yeah, I mean, you really think about it like this day and age of how being a parent and trying to protect your children from just the horrors of the internet and
especially me having a daughter
and people too. Just
people are awful.
Voice chat. I mean, we're terrible.
What's funny is it's like Little Big Planet, E for everyone. It's like not if you're on voice chat.
Yeah, no, that's why they put the disclaimer in there, like internet.
It's like we aren't responsible. Like
internet content
ratings boards go away when you go online.
Yeah, well, they rate the goal. Yeah, they rate the game itself, and once that's that, then
I like how that disclaimer's there because it's like basically saying, look, people suck, and people are awful. Just look at GoGo.
Yeah. True. Stupid gyroscopic crap on my phone. I don't know how to turn it off.
You want to lean this way or that way? Like,
Marvel vs. Capcom, SSX, triple X, BMX Triple X. No, I'm joking.
Was it Dave Mirra?
Hot Shots Golf, Madden NFL, Excite Bike, and Gran Turismo.
God, Excite Bike.
Yeah. I love the level in Mario Kart. It's awesome.
Have you actually played Excite Bike? It's really not that fun.
No, it's not.
Like that's something like
OG Excite Bike.
There has to be like a cutoff. There is an appreciation for what it probably did, and then there is like an interest that someone would have doing it that is growing up in 2017. They're gonna look at that and be like, "What is this shit?" Just like Paperboy. They're not gonna enjoy Paperboy.
Yeah,
I did, but it was like 94, 93.
Yeah. We'll go through this list. I have something that I'm going to bring up and it involves me in a Facebook group. It's not drama or anything. It's just I was trying to be nice to people on the internet. It's this young kid.
Okay.
Yeah, I've piqued Jake's interest.
I'm like the hormone monster.
Role-playing and strategy. We got Earthbound, Final Fantasy. All these are like classic RPGs that, they're classic.
Earthbound, yes. Final Fantasy, yes.
Yeah. So we have Earthbound, Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, Mario and Luigi, Fire Emblem, Undertale, Yokai Watch. Which Yokai Watch, Yokai and Pokemon are almost like baby's first RPGs. I mean, they're good, they're easy, not complicated, they're relatively linear.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy to like a 6-year-old.
Yeah, but I mean,
not nowadays.
No.
We had to make up so much shit in our own head when we were kids to play around. Like, I feel like a lot of imagination is gone because it's a lot of kids are like
phone, YouTube, all that. Yeah.
So when you throw out a game like back in the day, you throw out that game like Final Fantasy. I'm like, I'm gonna live. Ooh, cool. I do this shit too. Me and my brother used to make up RPGs and play in the backyard.
You mentioned that in the last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been almost a month, so.
Yeah, I it's fresh in my head because I just edited.
So yeah, we used to do that stuff, and
yep. Oh god, Paper Mario, man, they need to bring one for the Switch. Like, there's so many games I just want to play on my Switch.
I wonder if Mario the 7 stars are on there, on that.
Paper Mario, Harvest Moon, Pokemon, Costume Quest was actually that's a really good just kids RPG. Civilization. Animal Crossing, Plants vs. Zombies, Dragon Quest, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts, like that would definitely spike a lot of kids' interest.
The crazy, just massive, nuanced, just plot points they wouldn't understand. No. But they're just like, this is really cool, and it has Disney characters, and yeah, I'm really excited to play, Kingdom Hearts with Roxas when he gets older and he can play. I'm pretty excited, pretty stoked about it. Every time when we see it, he goes Kingdom Hearts. He goes, "Ooh, Mickey and Donald, Goofy." So I'm just like, yes, start them early.
I might get Eden Kingdom Hearts, like the remix.
Yeah.
Like, because we've already got the other one, so I'm going to get like
1.5, 2.5.
Basically 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I'm like, Eden, you want to try to play a video game? She'd be like, yes! God! She already plays games on her tablet.
Mm-hmm.
Her Kindle. We make her read. And then she's like, can I play a game? I'm like, yeah. We go over there, and it's just like one of those fucking Elsa and Anna games. It's like terrible, like pregnant Elsa, like cut the baby out, and it's like bling.
Oh yeah,
those are real.
Yeah, they're weird. Like I skimmed an article about some of that stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? It had to do with like
millions.
Yeah, it had to do with like YouTube Kids, and they've been like YouTube Kids, like they've been just cutting, just cutting videos because it's like weird pregnant stuff. It's like Anna and Elsa, and there's like poop, and I'm just like, this is weird, weird stuff that doesn't belong on a children's app.
No. So
I mean, I'm glad that they're vetting that stuff. Pikmin, Hearthstone, Ni no Kuni, and Ni no Kuni. It's so good. Ni no Kuni 2's coming out. Oh, this front end, the first quarter of 2018 is going to be sick.
It's gonna be like 17 breaks your bank.
Yeah, and it's going to be awesome. You have Ni no Kuni, Far Cry. You have Doom for the Switch. Wolfenstein.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Apparently, it still looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not going to get it, but...
No, you've already got it.
So, puzzle and arcade. Actually, I don't own Doom, but...
I thought you did.
No.
It's really good.
Yeah.
If you were to buy it on anything, I don't know. I would just buy it on PC.
Yeah.
We did the test at my house. It looks so good on PC.
Yeah. Tetris, Pac-Man, Katamari, Galaga, Duck Hunt, Threes. Threes is where you do the increments of 3 right there. It goes 3, 6, 9, and then 18. It's like the puzzle match game.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Portal, Dr. Mario, Picross, Angry Birds, Box Boy, Pushmo, and Professor Layton. And the last ones are party and rhythm games. So you got Mario Party, Patapon,
DDR, I bet's on there.
Rhythm Heaven, WarioWare, Rock Band, Parappa the Rapper, Elite Beat Agents, Bit Trip, Hatsune Miku, and Just Dance.
DDR is not on there.
No.
DDR is better than Just Dance.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
But they haven't made a DDR in forever, so.
That's why it's something you should play before you grow up.
Yeah.
They're not making it anymore.
So this book, it is it says it's the unofficial must-play video games list for kids. It is available on Amazon, comes out October the 1st. Oh my god, this is awesome. Like look at the art style of it looks really cool.
Man.
Yeah. Like it's broken down like by like it looks really good. You just go into Amazon and it's great.
Oh, it's actually the kids book.
Yeah. That looks dope. I'm going to have to get that. It's like $8. That's awesome.
That's cool. It also says like where you can play it on.
Yeah.
With your console.
And it shows like a little animation and stuff. That's really cool. I'm definitely going to have to pick it up. Does it do synopsis of the games and why? And
it says why.
Okay.
Then it's got, do you know? Oh, cool. It's got a little check mark.
Oh, if you've done it and played it? Okay.
It's got a played it check mark box and a rating. And it says my favorite moment. And you can write it.
Oh,
and it's got notes.
That's really, really cool. That's really cool.
It's got a top scene pick. If you like these games, you'll like, and stuff like that.
All right. That's really cool. I'm going to have to probably order that. I'm probably going to order that. I like books.
Order it for myself.
It's temporary out of stock already. So that's cool. I just want to give you credit where credit's due. Its publisher is Walter Foster Jr. I'm pulling it up. So the product description about the author is it says the author is Ben Pertoli. He's a 6th grade teacher and a games journalist. So that's really cool.
Looks neat.
When it comes back in stock, I'll probably have to get it. I mean, it looks really cool. So
looks good for kids.
And there's this Blood, Sweat, and Pixels book that came out, written by Jason Schreier. There's so many good game journalism books about the history of gaming. Since it's new, but just now people are diving into the history of other games and talking to developers and all this other stuff because they used to not talk about that stuff. Except if you wanted to get inside information, the tight-lipped AAA developers they don't say anything. So you have to go to an indie and you talk to them and you're just like, so what's going on? How does this things work? Stuff like that. So okay, I don't have much to talk about that list. I mean, it's a good, solid list. They're all really great games, classic games.
Some of them on there I wouldn't really see.
For a kid, Shovel Knight in particular, I'm like, that's a little pretty difficult. It's
hard.
Yeah.
But also,
kids don't care. Kids will play a game over and over and over and over.
Games were harder. Their games are harder for me now than I was when I was a kid. There's some games I beat when I was a kid, and I'm like, how did I do that?
You think too much?
Maybe.
Kids just had more time to do it, all the repetition and stuff like that.
Maybe. So. But I was playing Super Metroid. I mean, I still beat.
Yeah.
I beat Super Metroid in 4 hours. And I know that's not a speed run or anything, but I felt accomplished. I beat it in one day. I sat down and did it. But I mean, I remember doing it as a kid too, and I'm like, what? This is hard. That game is hard. It's hard-ish. It's not as hard as Metroid 1.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't know. And your reaction time's slower. The way you process information is probably a little slower.
Bet this hasn't helped.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, there's a lot of things. You just can't 100% focus or commit, on what you're doing. My problem is I'm always thinking about something. There's something always just floating around.
I gotta pee.
I'm just going to piss on myself.
Got it.
I watched Breakfast Club recently, just to let you know. And not for the first time. That movie it's so fucking good. Just wanted to say that. Okay, so the thing is what I'm a part of a few Facebook groups and stuff, and I hang out. I just read stuff and I just read basically. People do news and stuff like that. They'll post articles. But this guy, this big long rant about he was playing Rise, Son of Rome. But he goes on this rant of how these games mechanically it's great, but story wise it's terrible. Blah 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 blah. So I got in there and I was nice about it. I didn't hurt him or anything. I just talked to him. Basically, gave him some game suggestions. He's like, "Oh, so you like really cool fighting, really cool type mechanics, fast paced stuff like that." So I recommend Bayonetta and Vanquish. And he was like, "No, I didn't like those. I don't like those games. Those games sucked." I was like, "Excuse me, sir."
Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. I was nice and civil. I didn't go back and didn't attack him or anything like that. But it just because he had his opinion, I have mine, and it was a relatively polite exchange of just opinions,
ideas, opinions, and such.
But I was recommending games, but he was like, "Oh, all the AAA developer, they don't do anything new or innovative and all this other stuff." And I was like, "Dude," he's like, he stated he's excited because he's getting a PS1 and he's going to play a PS1. He's like, "I can't believe I'm this day and age. I'm excited for a PlayStation." And I'm like, one, you're young. I understand that now because as Jake and I, we've grown up. He's talking about I want fluid mechanics and all this stuff. And so he brings up Fighting Force.
Fighting Force?
Yeah, and he's like, Fighting Force had fluid mechanics. I just didn't even say anything. I just completely ignored it. Because both Jake and I know almost all the games and for their age, fluid. But if you look at games now, most games now controls are tight, mechanics are fluid, frame rate issues are little to non-existent. I mean, you might have drops here and there.
It can be there.
Yeah, but you have drops here if it's a bad game or it's not optimized well. But I mean, large majority of AAA, big games that you don't have that problem. He's talking about Fighting Force, and all I kept thinking about is all the games I played in the PlayStation era and the PS2 era of tank controls, just sluggish movement,
walk and then you have to stop and then turn,
and
then walk that direction. Yeah. God.
All those and
Resident Evil's in there.
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid, such a great game too, but they had tank controls. Like they play rough. Like it's great. I mean, that's cool. It was great to see a young kid,
shit like
young
that
dude.
that has survived is because the story of the game was good,
Yeah.
or the world it built. Was
I mean,
good.
I probably have at least 8. He's probably maybe 20, 21 or something. So he had 7 to 8 years on him. So and I don't know how much money he has, or how affluent, or how he grew up, and stuff like that. So I don't know that. So I didn't know if he had the opportunity to play these games, or if he was like maybe Paige, who wasn't really exposed to gaming till like the PS2 era, when we kind of grew up in this whole we've been there to see the whole industry just grow and change as a whole.
I've said it on the show. I had an Atari.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
That was like our first thing.
Yeah, I've had Atari, Sega. I mean, we've everything. It's just, and then I've played numerous games, and you can see the evolution, and I can't understand how you can go back. That's cool for nostalgia purposes, but you want to see something new and innovative in an old game, you're not going to find it.
No, it's all been built.
So his idea in his argument was it was dumb.
It's flawed.
It was irrelevant and just pointless, but it just, I didn't say that. I just was suggesting games and trying to get it like innovative games. And I mentioned Hellblade, and I was told him like mechanically, fighting mechanics are tight, they're clean, but it's not the best part. It's boring. But the story is the whole driven plot point. And I was like, if you want to play innovative games, you've got to jump from a AAA developer. Like, you've got to take away that focus of AAA games, and you have to go into the indie scene. That's where you're going to find your innovation, your differences, your changes, not the same formula. Because most AAA developers, they have found their formula. They know how to make a game that'll sell.
And not to say it's always bad. That includes Bungie. That includes Destiny 2.
Oh, yeah.
But Destiny 2 is fun.
Oh, it is. It's fun. And I can see right through it, though. I mean, I know why. It's so much like crack. Like, it's so like crack.
Because you want that exotic.
It's the infinite carrot of the stick. Like, there is that infinite carrot of the stick, and I love it.
There is no end.
Like,
but you think you could get there.
Yeah.
But there is no end.
No. And it's, oh my God.
Which like shit like Blizzard. Everything they do is done a million times. Overwatch is so popular because of like just its stylized art and its tight controls. I'm done playing it because they find it necessary to keep fucking with all the characters, and scenes toxic, and but so people like rather jerk off than do what needs to be done in the game. I'm like,
But another guy who commented on this whole thread, and he, because the OP, the original poster, he was talking about how he just likes Xbox and all this other stuff. I'm like, well, that's one of your problems there, but I didn't want to be fanboyish or play any favoritism or anything like that. I was trying to play an unbiased, person. But he was mentioning Xbox, and that's what he wants to keep because he wants to play State of Decay 2. And I'm like, okay. But you're going to complain about you don't really like Gears, you're not a big fan of Halo.
A PlayStation 1.
Yes. I told him he should get a PS2, but brand new PS2s on eBay sell for $450. You can get used ones for around $50, $60.
Because they had the biggest library, I think.
Oh, yeah.
PS2 had the biggest library.
And they just discontinued them, 2 or 3 years ago? Like, stopped making them. They were big in other countries for years.
This is a good system.
Yeah.
A lot of good games.
So he was mentioning God of War and that God of War combat. So that's why I was mentioning, fluid fighting mechanics, fluid games. But then some guy comes in and he says this is the reason why I own an Xbox, and all he plays is Skyrim and Fallout and the Division.
All of those are on PlayStation 4.
Yeah, but it was a different person, and I just replied. I was like, "Man, you're missing out." I didn't want to call his gamer, title in question. I'm not attacking for that. You play whatever you want to play. I don't care. You're playing games. That's cool. You're giving developers money so they can make games. That's cool. Whatever. But you can't critique. I was just going at it. This is my thoughts and opinions. I haven't put this in the post. I didn't want to attack them or anything like that. But if you all do hear this and you're like, hey, that's me, and you want to you can talk. I don't care. It's just you can't critique this is my honest opinion of a person and have played diverse games and a lot of games and stuff. Like, you can't shit on a game if you know what you like and you want to stay in your bubble of games.
Whereas there's nothing wrong with.
Yeah, which there's nothing wrong with it, but you can't just be like, oh, all these other games suck because I don't like them.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with staying in your comfort zone of gaming. And I did that for a long time, actually. Like, I have done that. There's been points in my life where I'm like, I'm not playing shit. This is it. But you lose your right to say shit about anything else when you don't try anything else.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just like me with like movies. Like, I know you like one day you did get a little like pissed at me. It was kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, I understood that. I'm like, yeah, because I was just shitting on something, which I did watch and I didn't like it. But
well, at least you took the time to actually watch it and sit down.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't shit on something if you
haven't experienced it.
Yeah, so you lose your right to shit on shit.
I mean,
unless you have the information. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you can voice your opinion, but I feel like a person who's either exposed themselves to the game, either watch videos or something. But if you've never played games like that and they're not in your wheelhouse and you just watch a video and you're like, oh, that game sucks, I don't want to play it, then you can't. I mean, that's your opinion, but you can't just tell everybody else that they're wrong.
Oh, great. You don't have an Xbox? Like, well, yeah, I do. I have a PC.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
But it just goes back to that whole argument of like you have a system to play very few games, and I just replied with him like, wow, dude. I mean, I said I understand that if those are the only games you like, but you're missing out on a massive amount of games. Broaden your horizons, my friend, and you may be surprised at what might pique your interest. That's all I said. I didn't attack him, and I was just surprised. And then, but he replied to something with, it's like that he just doesn't like that many games. That's understandable, but you can't just shit on everything else because you don't like it.
Maybe you shouldn't be posting on people who's trying to find diverse games.
Yeah,
I was
just trying to help out.
If you only play 3 games.
Yeah, and some guy talks about Horizon Zero Dawn and Final Fantasy 15 and all this other stuff. But
yeah. I'm sorry, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, awesome. No, I was like, dude, you serves right. I mean, Horizon's
I think to get
so good.
To get the best out of everything, like the community for gaming, Switch is a swing. It's out there floating in.
It's the second console.
Exactly. Like there could be some really cool things that are going to come out for it. But I think the 2 essential things you should have if you want to experience all the kind of cool shit that can come out is a PS4 and a PC.
Or an Xbox. But PC will give you a much more
PC, like
wider...
PC, yeah, you're going to get a huge array of indie developers. Yeah. You're going to get like everything. And PS4, you're going to get all their exclusives.
And you can build a cheap PC. I mean, not cheap, but within under $1,000, around $500. Like a good, decent PC.
How much is the One X? It's going to be like
$499.99.
$300 more, you get a beast PC. Like one that's going to last you 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, $1,000. I mean,
mine was like $800.
Yeah,
it's good.
I mean, if you just get a simple case and you get your standard hard drive, and you don't get any SSDs, and you get your main key points you want as a good motherboard that's upgradable, some good RAM,
good processor.
A good processor, because you don't want to get an old processor. You want to get either the previous generation, which is usually a couple $100 cheaper, or the newest generation if you can swing it.
Yeah, and if you do
get an i5 or an i7.
Yeah.
If you want something that's you won't have to worry about it for probably 5 years, you get an i7, you get a really good graphics card, but you're going to pay. You're going to cost all the high end, the expensive things are going to cost money, but also you have a high initial investment, but a long-term gain. So you won't have to upgrade for 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, I worry about playing no game, like, at all.
Yeah.
There's not a...
I mean, all Jake would really have to do if he could probably sell his graphics card and get a 1080 Ti, and he would be set for probably another 3 to 5 years.
And right now, I'm set. Like, anything...
maybe throw some more RAM in there.
Yeah. And if I start a game, it automatically sets it to highest settings.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've got like a GTX 1060. It's nothing like amazing.
No, but you have what? 4 gigs of RAM? 6 gigs of virtual RAM.
Yeah.
And with NVIDIA doing their Pascal technology, with their Pascal coding and stuff, they can put a whole lot more and make processors incredible.
And I've been running OBS and Ableton and PC games, and I'm still...
Yeah, everything. I mean...
And that's the other thing.
There's a huge initial investment.
PC also has just a whole lot of other uses than just gaming. So that's why I think it's worth that extra money.
I mean, PC game is great, but you also have that all those shitty-ass nuance bullshit stuff like updating your drivers and all this. I mean, there's the best of both worlds. Like, you got the nuance crap that you don't have to deal with on a console, but a console's not as powerful as a PC. And
gaming options get limited.
Yeah.
So you take that with grain of salt.
But yeah, just that whole little thing I wanted to talk about. I'm like, just if you're going to critique or opinion on games, you should have a diverse palette to choose from, to talk from, to pull ideas and opinions from. Because the more, it's like books or movies or anything, the more movies you watch, the more you have to pull from to base an opinion about. I mean, it's everything in life. The more opportunities, the more experiences you've had, just the more memories, I guess. Just you're much more seasoned, weathered, experienced. Yeah. I mean, wise.
And trust, we've played a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that's all I want to say. I'm not being mean. I'm not being hostile or tagging or something like that. It irked me a little bit, and I just want to get off my chest. That's about it. So, hope you liked this episode. We will be doing a giveaway, and it's going to be in a week or two. I'm going to make a statement on Twitter, just with me having a new baby and Jake working all the time. It's going to be a little difficult, so we're going to see it. It's either going to be episode 100 or 101.
Dalmatians. We're going to give you...
But we're going to give you some money.
One Dalmatian on 101 first.
I don't know. We're going to do a giveaway. We are going to do a giveaway. It is just scheduling it and syncing everyone's schedules up. I think we should do that.
Should do a mystery bag.
A mystery bag?
And then they get it. It's like a half-eaten banana and a condom.
Used.
And just like a movie ticket that expired, like a free movie coupon but expired 2 years ago.
Yeah. Or get one of those voodoo digital films, but it was expired like 7 years ago.
I just cleaned out my glove box and dumped it in the bag and sent it to you.
So, episode 99, we're going to do that. Okay, Let's Play. We're there October 21st, 22nd. Listeners and watchers can get saved 20% on their ticket purchases using the code GOGO. We're going to be doing a panel. I don't know what it's about, but that's what we're going to be doing. I'm Brigadoon564 on PlayStation Network. Twitter, Jake is Maverick Hunter J on Twitter and Maverick Hunter 0 on the PlayStation Network.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Podcast service around the globe. Do all that cool closing stuff. So thank you so very much for watching, loving, touching, squeezing. Episode 98. Love, peace, chicken grease. See ya. Peace.